What's up, YouTube guys? Impact United We Stand was a few nights ago, April the 4th, I believe, 2019. And recently, I've been reminded of growing up watching wrestling. I've been getting ready to see who would win my favorite matches of the monthly build-up pay-per-view, only to see it on the screen. Cards subject to change. Usually, this was just there as a precaution, but there are times when someone can't make the show. Recently, Allison Kay had travel issues that caused the card to be rearranged, and on this show, Cotto Brazil and Jack Evans won't make it. We start with the Ultimate X match. Jake Crist, Dante Fox, Johnny Impact, Pat Buck, and Ace Austin. The winner with a shot at the X Division Championship. Nobody really done anything too outstanding in this match. There was a couple of high-fly moves and flips, which was expected from the match. It went about 20 minutes long, and your winner is the World Champion Johnny Impact. Next up, Team Impact is backstage basically saying they need a fourth member. We get Team Impact versus Team Lucha, and it continues as King Cuerno is no longer on Team Lucha. On a side note, though, it's nice to see Marty the Moth take his spot. Team Impact does get a fourth member in Tommy Dreamer. However, this match ends with Moose screwing Team Impact as expected, and Marty pins Tommy Dreamer. I enjoyed this match better than the first one, and it seemed to be a faster pace with more action. There were also a lot of one-on-one resets, so you got to see a little bit of everyone. This match was about 15 minutes long. Next up, Fatal 4-Way for the Knockouts Championship ends with Taya retaining after stealing a pin by Jordynne Grace after throwing her off after her finisher on Katie Forbes. Su Yung comes out during the match and lures Rosemary to the back. Again, this match is pretty good. This was just as good as the last match, just a little shorter with a lot less people. Match was about 10 minutes. Next up, we get LAX versus Loki and Loki Martinez. The match takes a little while to start. LAX seems to be the speed, while Loki and Martinez keep the pace slower. Good match and great tag team action. LAX win. The match is about 20 minutes long. Next up, we get Tessa Blanchard versus Joey Ryan. Okay, I understand it's Joey Ryan's deal, but do people agree to his spots to be professional? How is it not borderline sexual harassment, or are they just signing papers allowing this? Anyhow, Tessa's mind frame is she's better in the intergender match situation, and I guess this match was okay, but Tessa deserves better. I find it even strange that Joey Ryan has fans. Anyhow, at the end of the day, Tessa Blanchard comes away with the win. Another match was Swann versus Flamita for the X Division Championship. This match reminds me of the old days of watching the Cruiserweight matches on Thunder. You'll watch 3 hours of wrestling for 10 minutes. This was a good match with both men doing all they could in the time given, and Swann retains. We didn't get a monster ball. Sami Callihan and Jimmy Havoc just spent a few minutes beating each other up. We know not to expect a classic technical match. This match really gets hardcore, and instead of thumbtacks, we get jumbo Legos. They also used the stapler as the main weapon in this match. This really wasn't that bad, and Sami Callihan comes away with the win. We then get the main event of the card. The main event was Sabu and RVD versus the Lucha Brothers. I enjoyed this match. Sabu has clearly lost a step, however, it wasn't really noticed. Lucha Brothers, of course, win, but this was a good way to close out the show with everyone celebrating together at the end. Overall, this show was okay, but at the end of the day, you won't miss anything by missing it. I think you would honestly be fine watching clips. The lighting, sound, and dead audience take away from the experience as well. There was also technical difficulties in the beginning. Highlights were seeing RVD and Sabu for me and the Swann match. This show didn't have a lot of high spots and crazy flying around, but it was okay if you needed something to do. I honestly get more enjoyment out of weekly Impact episodes. Guys, let me know what you thought. Did you see the show? Did you enjoy it? Are you a Joey Ryan fan? Comment, subscribe, and let's discuss some wrestling.